Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disqualified. I am your main roster predictions champion, Caleb. That is your NXT predictions champion, Trevin. And behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Zach.
Yellow.
Now, I am sitting comfortable because while we are predicting, my belt is not on the line as it is NXT Heatwave. So, Trevin. This is your what? Third defense?
I haven't done the math, but I got it the show after Stand and Deliver, so I think third, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. No, yeah, I did get it at Worlds Collide. This is my third defense.
Yeah, third defense. I am going on my record-breaking defense for here.
Next weekend for Clash predictions.
Yes, but we are here to talk about Heatwave. NXT came upon us very fast with Heatwave. They kind of promoted a lot of the stuff that was going to happen, but a lot of it, like tonight, was filled in last minute. At least 2 matches on this card were made last minute.
Yes, there is one match where I'm like, I have no freaking clue who's winning. And there's another match where I'm like, depends on the direction they wish to go. The rest of the card, I'm like, I can handily predict this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in a few of these, but that is why we're here to predict, because we don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Zach seems to know what's going to happen for the main event of the card.
I always know.
That's just because it involves his favorite star. But we'll get to the main event later. First, in
no particular order.
No particular order, just the order of what the website had it as. We first predict 1 Jordan Grace versus 1 Blake Monroe.
I think it's going to be Blake.
I also have Blake.
I think this is where you move Jordan up to the main roster. She doesn't need to win her last feud in NXT, especially since it's not for anything.
Yeah.
I think just the ship has sailed.
Yeah.
It's being NXT champ. Any champ on NXT I don't think is in the card for her.
No.
Unless they keep her around for another year.
Yeah, that is true if they wish to keep her around another year. It is the fact of what you're saying is that she would be called up on a losing streak, technically.
Wasn't Roxanne?
That's true.
It's happened before.
They had to call Roxanne up, though. They had major plans.
They didn't need to call her up. The only thing, I thought she was getting called up with Cora.
Yeah, but then they released Cora.
And then they had her go on a little losing streak. And then she was on the main roster winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zach has changed his vote to Jordan Grace.
Yep.
My original vote. I just like her better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next up, we have Tag Team Title Action.
Yep. Your NXT Tag Champions Hank and Tank take on 2 to-be-determined members of Dark State.
They getting jumped.
3,
2, 1, Dark State.
Yeah, this is where you put it on Dark State.
Yeah, I was drafting this in my head because they have a rivalry and like want to cause chaos in TNA also. The 2 who win it, the other 2 go after the TNA tag titles. Just all 4 members holding tag gold.
You know what?
First quad gold tag.
You know, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. You know what? Fuck it. At this point, every single title, North American, you get in the X Division. There's no female equivalent for the X Division. So, unfortunately, Soruka, you just have to be with being already double champ. So, you know what? You're good. You were the first one to this party, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I feel like Hank and Tank ran their course. Dark State needs just that little push.
It's not that they ran their course. When I think of the term ran their course, I just think of done. They're not done. I just think the reign is what it is.
Dark State needs a little seasoning on their push.
Dark State needs to actually fully integrate themselves into the roster.
Yeah.
They're there, but they're a fringe member pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to see Dark State go up to the main roster, mainly because they're apparently planning a major feud between two groups.
Mm-hmm.
They just got here though.
You could have them come in and wreak havoc.
Yeah.
They ain't good enough for the pros yet.
No.
They're not.
Only two members are.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
And it's surprising that the second member is Cutler James.
Yeah. The other one is Saquon.
Oh, yeah. Saquon was officially just already the best one. He has the charisma. He can go.
Yeah.
He
I
can
feel
talk.
like the rivalry you're talking about it would be cool if Dark State goes to SmackDown, the lights go out, we think it's the Wyatts. No, it's actually Dark State.
No, yeah, that would be cool if the Wyatts are in the ring.
Yeah.
And the lights go out on them.
Yeah, a little Uno reverse.
That's the two monster facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Either that or I was thinking Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Have them come in and wreck Judgment Day. The only thing is Judgment Day would need another
A
male
fourth
member.
male, yeah.
Hey! Wild thought. Yeah, I don't know if you can walk with me here. Bring Carlito back.
Yeah.
No, he's golden in Indy right now.
Oh yeah, I know.
He ain't leaving that shit.
They need a fourth member of the Judgment Day though for the male side.
Yeah. But now, for the TNA Knockout Championship, we have your double champ, just defending one belt. But she is your TNA Knockout Champion and also your NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane, taking on in this triple threat, Masha Slamovich and Ash
By
Elegance. I was like, what's the word between Ash and Elegance? I forget.
It is a weird name, but we rolled with it. Man. This is a match that I don't know because I do not watch TNA wrestling.
No. I catch a little bit of its news, but basically the question I'm asking is this the show they put a TNA title back on a TNA star?
Ash. Because they can freebird the tag titles. And then all three members of the Elegance brand would have title gold.
Because I'm also thinking about the tag match that happened this past Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with JC retains. I won't be surprised if I'm wrong, though. And Zach being the outlier with everyone getting a pick, and Zach picks Masha Slamovich.
Which I think is obvious, or honestly, the safe choice.
She cooks.
She cooked. She was former champion. I could see her winning in this.
If no shenanigans happen,
But
she's pulling through.
yes, but next, for number one contendership of JC's other title, the NXT Women's Championship, we have one Miss Jada Parker versus one Kalani Jordan versus one Lola Vice.
Man, oh man, I think this match is gonna cook. Zach going with Jada. I am gonna go with Kalani.
I'm also gonna go with Kalani.
Yeah, I think you give Kalani the shot. You gave her the inaugural North American.
She has fought for this championship before, but not since the character change of turning her from the young baby face to the more gritty tweener.
Yeah. And I realized while looking at this board, they give us 2 of each match type. 2 triple threats, 2 tag teams, and 2 singles. Now we move on to the other tag, but with a twist.
It's a mixed tag.
And it has
Yep.
basically Team Canada versus Team US.
We have one, Chelsea Green, and your NXT Canadian North American Champion, Ethan Page, versus, representing the US, your LFG Season 1 winner for the female side, Tyra May Steele, and one recently let go from NQCC, Tavion Heights.
Note Tyra May Steele is the first woman in NXT and in WWE to have a gold medal. Gotta flex that.
Just like they've been flexing on people during the promo segments.
Tyra and Tavion.
Yeah, just right all.
Yeah.
How I see this match happening. Tavion pins Ethan to get a North American Championship match.
I can see Tyra pinning Chelsea.
Ethan was running away from her. They're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan broke a man's jaw.
I think you also failed the Canadian standard of excellence. Because I don't think you properly introduced Ethan Page.
I said NXT Canadian North American Champion.
Okay, then I just blanked. Sorry, I failed the Canadian standard of
Pay attention, sir. But speaking of excellency, our estimated main event.
It is for the NXT Championship.
Oba Femi.
Your champion.
Takes on that boy Bouncy, the young OG. Javon Evans. Man, that man, may he rest in peace. He got murdered on NXT. But he somehow survived.
Yep, and
he's about to be murdered again.
Yeah.
Man.
Javon. Oba is main roster ready. Javon is ready for gold on this roster because he's not at the point of call up yet.
This is who, don't get me wrong, Oba is who you also build your roster around. At least champion-wise in my eyes. Javon is who you build the men's division around. Give him other high flyers that can go with him. Give him technical wrestlers that can give him some challenge. And give him some big men that will toss him around. And if you get enough contenders that fit one of those 3 molds, you have a perfect roster built for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think don't get me wrong, I want to see him up on the main roster. Give him a year or 2 to cook.
Yeah. Now, due to the fact that we estimate this means Oba call up, who's he walking up to first, which obviously means which brand he going to? Solo or Dominic?
Neither. You want me to give you the honest answer? There's 2 options, and I don't think you're gonna like one of the options.
I feel like I know the 2 people you're gonna give me.
It's gonna be Jacob, or it's gonna be Brock. Secret third, Gunther.
Yeah, not the people you were gonna give me. A lot of people online are saying just put Oba in the world title picture immediately after getting called up.
No. We know Oba in this room. We all know him. We all know how great he is. The vast main roster audience probably does not.
No.
A lot of them don't watch NXT. They feel like NXT is appointed viewing, which is stupid. I mean, yes, it is kind of appointed viewing. If you want to know what stars are going to be coming up, like think about it like college basketball or college sports in general. You watch the college sports to see what are the next stars coming into the league that you're watching.
And then you hear their name in the draft, and you're like, hey, yo.
I remember their performance this game. I remember they did good this season, so I'm excited. They tune into the draft, they see them, they follow them. And
They're-
that's how you get fans.
Yeah, and believe me, when a person gets drafted, like I have a brother who's a huge sports fan, Caleb here's a sports fan. Usually drafts are put on second string to protect them because you already have a team built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're there for like, hey, this is who we could potentially build around. If you get a good draft pick, and here's the thing, the Oklahoma City Thunder just won the NBA championship this year, and that is a team built off of, I want to say, 2 or 3 trades and draft picks, because they have, and I think they still have a bounty of 12 first-round draft picks over the next 4 years. I believe that is the math.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but no. They have that draft bounty still, and they are just getting better with time. And that's how you build a roster.
Yep.
You introduce young stars to the general audience. Do it through a live show.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need his debut to be, I mean, granted, you are going to need a monster debut when he officially shows up.
Yeah.
But you can have the buzz going around with him just showing up at live events and murdering people.
Have him be the ring clearer in the 2026 Rumble.
Definitely. Put him in that chamber. Give him a big spot. Maybe give him the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner.
Yeah.
No, kind of. If they do it on Mania, yes. If they do it on the Friday night before, no. Because he needs a Mania moment.
Yeah, but Oba is basically that style of athlete we're talking about. The college star who's going to be sitting on second string for a while until the team is ready.
Yeah, I just fear, and follow me with this analogy, I just fear that they might make him become a Zion Williamson. And here's what I mean by that. Everyone in the summer of, it was 2019, was Zion's draft class. He just came off of a season at Duke where, mind you, he was literally so explosive, he exploded his own shoes. He burst out of them. He was known for his wicked vert and his super fast athleticism. The closest thing athletically, not all game-wise, but athletically, to a young LeBron, in my eyes. He could move up the court exponentially, and you thought you were getting that layup? Nope. That man's head is above the rim, smacking the ball down. He would fly across the court to block three-pointers, and he could just fly in general for dunks, because he was like, I want to say 6'7", 6'8", and like 230.
Go.
That's a unit.
That's a unit.
And he's coming at you fast. But with the NBA, they sent him to a certain spot, and it just didn't work out. Not to say he's bad. He is very good when he actually sees playtime, but that's the thing. He doesn't see playtime. Now, that could be due to injuries. That could be due to poor health, like managing health-wise with the diet. But if you send someone to the wrong spot, i.e. the wrong roster, it could go bad. You need to send him a spot where he can actually work with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Raw's that place.
I'm thinking it too.
And the only thing is I don't want Trick and Oba drafted to the same brand.
Yeah.
Because you need to get those two away from each other so they can...
Yeah, I mean, SmackDown isn't the worst brand.
Oba wins this match. Javon gets called up. Rumble comes around. Javon's one of the lower entries, so he's in there early.
Mm-hmm.
Oba comes in as ring clearer, still clears Javon out, just showing that that he may be able to destroy in the main roster, but he'll never beat Oba.
I don't know. I think you need to put gold on Javon.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that he's bad, but I think he is, in a weird way, too young for the main roster. I don't think he would fit in with a lot of the people in the main roster. The main thing I fear is that they draft him to SmackDown and they put him with the Profits. I think he would be a good fit, Like, I think he could actually fit with their aesthetic and the way that they do things.
Mm-hmm.
I just fear that you stick him in a faction, and he does not need a faction.
Oh, yeah. Oba is the safe call because you know he's good as a solo act. Like, he's got that social media presence and following that people in the general audience are going to decently know Oba. Like, it won't be everyone, but it'll be a decent pop when he finally shows up.
And the best thing, if they don't rob it from him, the best thing, he has a very catchy theme song that the crowd chants to. Dun dun, hoo, dun dun, hoo, dun dun, hoo. Yeah, no.
If you hear that at the Rumble and people are hooing with it,
He caught on. And
yeah,
if he caught on, it's lightning in a bottle. And you captured it twice.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but you captured it with Brock and you captured it with Oba if he can pull it off. If they can pull it off, they can debut him at the right time. He is the next big thing. But yes, that is it for this episode of Predictions Now. We're going to go top to bottom through the card again and give you our predictions once again, just so you are aware, because we did do that little long tangent on Oba and Javon, but we respect them so much. They have a whole career ahead of them, man.
Yep. I mean, it was after Oba won the NA, he said, if you want to take this off me, send whoever you want. Just don't send anyone you want back.
Yeah, and man, just the way that Javon talks to people, it's just perfect. I think it adds a different level.
Yeah.
Because he speaks like no one. Because he plays pretty much himself.
Yep. He's basically talking like this is a backyard brawl, basically, to each of his opponents. It's like he's there treating you like a friend, but knows that you mess up, I could knock the block off you.
Here's what I mean to say. He speaks like a human being.
Yeah.
He speaks like a human being. Everyone does not talk like John Cena. Everyone does not talk like CM Punk. Everyone does not talk like Roman. Roman is very theatrical when he speaks. He'll get the crowd interested. And then he'll ask the wise man. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the wise man. But when he had the wise man, he'd ask, wise man, why is everyone so interested in what the tribal chief is saying?
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Javon? Yeah. Javon talks like...
You said, you stupid, and you not... You said,
yeah,
man, I'm not even with you. I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
He's the big dog I want to face.
Yeah, he's talking like he's still at where he learned how to wrestle, which is trampoline wrestling.
Yeah, but man, going through this card, we have Jordan Grace versus Blake Monroe. Zach picked Jordan Grace, and Trevin and I picked Blake Monroe. When it comes to the NXT Tag Team Championship match, it is Hank and Tank, also known as Honk and Tonk, taking on two members of Dark State. Who two? We don't know. And we all picked Dark State. Now, when it comes to the TNA Knockouts Championship, it is your double champion, JC Jane, your NXT Women's Champion, and your TNA Knockouts Champion, taking on Masha Slamovich and Ash by Elegance. Now, Trevin picked JC to retain. Zach picked Masha to re-equip the title.
Yep.
And I'm picking Ash by Elegance, so the Elegance brand can get gold all around their waist.
Yep. Now, in the #1 contendership triple threat to go on to face JC for her other title, we have one Miss Jada Parker, who Zach picked, one Kalani Jordan, who both Caleb and I picked, and one Lola Vice, who got no picks out of the three of us. And in mixed tag action, Team Canada, represented by Chelsea Green, and your NXT Canadian North American Champion, All Ego Ethan Page, versus Team USA, represented by your LFG Season 1 winner on the female side, and the first ever woman in WWE to have won a gold medal, Tyra May Steele, and Tavion Heights. And your main
We all picked Tavion and Tyra.
Oh yeah, we all picked Tavion and Tyra.
And your main event of the evening.
We assume, even though I believe it was confirmed, but we assume. We have one
Oba Femi.
picked by Zach.
The NXT champion defending his title and his yard against the young OG. That boy bouncy. It is Javon Evans, who Trevin and I picked to pick up the title and carry NXT for the next year or two. That's at least how I see it.
This title is on the line for us predicting, and we are keeping tallies of who will be punished come WrestleMania, post-WrestleMania.
And the updated tally, I mean, it's still the same tally as it was. It is 1 for Zach, 1 for Trevin, and none for me.
As me and Zach tied for last place for Night of Champions was the last card we predicted.
No worries for me because I am sitting pretty with a big fat goose egg. So, that is it for this episode of predictions. That is it for this episode of Disqualified. I am your main roster predictions champion with the most successful defenses. Taking on Trevin, your NXT predictions champion. And also taking on our cameraman and producer behind the camera, as always, Zach. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. Hey, tell us your predictions down below. Thank you for your time, and peace.
Bye!